You know, I feel like I'm always caught in the middle of them. I'm not sure what to do here. You know, we fought her. We fought the Empress. We beat her. And now we have a choice to make. And it seems like they're both... Chip and Gillion clash a lot, I guess. And I don't know who to side with in this case. I really don't. Whatever might happen, though. Oh, I guess I'll just have to rock and roll with it.
Welcome to Just Roll With It! Fuck, bye!
What do we do? I don't know what to do.
Hey guys,
He's
I'm
gone.
Charlie Slimecicle and I play Gillion Tidestriders. See you later.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Bizly, and I played Chip on the show. Just roll with it. It's a good.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Just Condi with It. Today I'm gonna be playing everything, and it's gonna be so cool. My name is Gillion Tidestrider. It is my destiny. And I'm going to kill a bitch. That's what I'm going to do. My name's Chip, and I don't want to kill anybody because for some reason I'm a moral. I'm the epitome of good morals. I'm Chip. I'm Chip, no last name.
It's crazy.
Wait.
It's like episode 15 is happening again. Wow.
I want to hear him do my impression. Go ahead.
And yeah,
It's just an anime voice.
Sure, fuck it. And I'm Grizzly, the DM.
I'm Grizzly, the DM. Go ahead and roll
I forget what Earl
perception.
sounds like. Don't look at me like that.
No, you can't see what I planned.
And I'm Grizzly, the DM, and today we are continuing where we last left off. The three of you, Chip, Jay, and Gillion. It's contagious, dude. I can't not. Successfully infiltrated the tomb that resided within the mountain at the request of the Empress and exited with a black and gold compass that pointed to the holder's strongest desire, seemingly related to our former adversary, Niklaus Hendrix. Standing at the peak of this mountain in the Garden of Eros, where you met Aslana once again, learned of her father, Alvaros, and got a look into his past. And then, you took the night to rest before you met with the Empress. The following day came as you all took this ice sled down the mountain and crashed into the palace, beginning your deal as planned. However, before an exchange was made, Chip attempted to use your connection to Niklaus prior to intimidate and persuade the Empress into going along with the new deal. However, though you successfully freed Earl, the Empress rejected any more deals or conversation, and thus combat began. And first you fought against Empress Malice and the two sisters, but with the mention of her father's name, Maria was able to fight alongside you. The battle ended as Jay landed a knockout punch. Gillion froze water over her to keep her restrained, and you healed her to awaken her once more. Lying on the stone, utterly defeated, the Empress told you where she came from, a bit of her past with Niklaus, and how the dissolvent was made. Knowing how many people were stoned on this island, and how much blood it would take, you came to a discourse in what direction to take. Gillion left to find the Lemonian Lavender, and not before handing over the conch cell to Satasha with Marshal John on the line, and that is where we pick back up.
I forgot I did that.
I forgot you did that too.
I don't forget anything, because I'm the DM.
You are the DM.
As you're walking away towards the door, you all hear faintly coming out of the shell, Gillion, what's up? Hello? And as he starts talking, you see Satasha's face go bright red as she just stares motionless, almost like she's a statue herself, looking at this shell, not saying a single word.
I give her a little gesture, like, come on, you got this.
It's kind of the most emotion that she has shown since you have met her, Satasha.
Here, I got you. Hey, Marshal John, this is Satasha from the island where everyone's stone. She's cool and a snake, and would love to talk to you.
You mean that snake bitch?
on.
Now, Marshal John,
That's rough.
in my limited time here on land, from what I can tell, bitch is not a kind word.
Did Aslanum lead you safely? What? I mean, we made it back to the ships all right. Should we head back to the island to pick everybody up? How are things going now? It might be hard to find our way, but well, I got a little Ollie steering your ship, and I got mine, so
Try and find the way. We are figuring out the best course of action.
I'm glad you're safe. After what you did to me in that cell, motherfucker, and then it clicks.
I take it back. Well, that went really well. Good first impressions.
I think he meant bitch like in an endearing way.
What'd you do to him in the cell?
He is a very hard man to read.
What does that mean?
I am going to get the amount of lemonium lavender we need, or until it is less awkward in here. Then I shall return. Chip, Jay, if it were me, I know that my decision would be swift on what to do with this Empress, but given as you two are my companions, I offer you this chance in this time to discover another way, if there is any.
Yeah, we'll think of something, right, Jay? You got
Yeah,
ideas?
I
got a plan.
I'll throw my head at a wall
I'm Chip.
repeatedly.
Got plans.
And not think about it.
There's one thing for certain, we do need that lavender. Gillion away! And I begin sprinting towards the sea to dive into it.
So you got plans,
Gillion away.
huh, Chip? You got some plans, huh? A little bit of
over it, Jay.
a little bit of a moral dilemma here, you know?
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Really nothing.
Like really, I've got nothing. I
didn't think she was just gonna want to die.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't
I could
she?
lie to her and then maybe, spin her our way a little bit. Now she's just all sad.
There's the first plant!
Oh, he's
Gillion's out there
progressing
being
faster.
Gillion. He's gonna come back in here and kill her if we don't come up with something.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, to be frank, like Gillion's kind of got a point.
Who's
She's
Frank?
a little insane. Uncle. Oh, he knows a lot. He's very
joking. I know.
forthcoming.
Jay,
Mm-hmm.
make a perception check. I honestly got you to roll so I could get you guys' attention, but with your passive
Okay.
perception, you would immediately.
You didn't. What did you roll? What did you roll? You never said what you rolled.
I rolled an 8.
So yeah,
Okay, there you go.
either way. Gillion, as you start to run out of the door, and you can hear them faintly behind you start to
why?
argue. Jay,
What?
you're listening to Chip, almost in a panic state, talk about
Dude, I'm getting
the standstill you've come in this decision, and if you don't figure out a way, Gillion will just kill her. And it's in that moment that you see that as much as she's trying, the Empress's back arches upwards, and you can see her kind of squint in this pain, but she can't actually move more than what the ice that is encapsulating her body allows. And you hear her
Oh no.
Oh no,
you look and you
Oh.
see, I mean, if you
Does she
do,
have the gunk?
I do look. Yeah.
Oh fuck, does she have the gunk?
you can see trickling out of the corner of the eye. The Empress seems to be crying this very familiar ink-like ooze.
What is she do? Ooh. Wait a
It
minute.
starts to flow gently as she's squinting and wincing in this pain. And then it pours a little more from the other sides of the eye. And from the other eye itself, and it starts to flow down her face as she sits there trying to squirm, but she can't in this.
Just found the second piece. I hope nothing
Hey,
crazy's
Chip, what's
going on
happening?
in there.
Sorry, what did you
crazy. I was like, Chip, what's happening to me?
I don't know. Hey, Gil.
Everything okay in there?
She's crying sludge.
I can
What? I'm here.
I can feel it, whatever this is. I am destined to die here one way or another.
What?
And at this point, she's trying to force her way out of this glass or this ice. Ice? How thick
It's just
was it?
ice. It's just ice. Like if it's just breakable, it's just breakable ice. It's ice.
Yeah. You see as the middle of the ice, it's kind of like shield that covers her breaks as she lifts up. Now it's starting to pour from the roots of her hair as this ink-like black sludge, as her hair at the same time has that same vibrance and whiffs up and starts to move and glow like a flame again. She looks towards all of you. I don't know what has taken a hold of me, but I can only think of one way out. I have
No, hey,
lived
wait.
the life of a rock star, and so I will choose to die a rock star's death,
Oh my god.
my own way. I'm not going to die here lying in despair. You want to save all these people? What do you want to do?
I want to ask her, can you save them before you go?
We can.
I pull out the briefcase. I use shape water. I make an ice keyboard. I give it to her.
No, what are you doing? No, what do you mean go?
Rock on, Empress.
If you want all the happy endings, you will have to listen to what I say. She takes that ice keyboard that you form,
Fuck yeah.
and the snake tattoos that wrap around up her arm start to glow that red, and it travels down her arm, and she waves it over this keyboard, and its form takes shape of a physical, still emanating this magical energy keyboard, and she hands it back to you. And she touches the end of it, and from that, this string of sort of like a line of magical energy, like a wire. And from that, she conjures up another instrument, this time the bass that Chip held. And with that, connects another wire and hands it to Chip. Chip, do you take?
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm...
Yeah, I take it. I grab it.
I hope this is going where I think it's going.
From that,
Final performance, Chip.
she conjures a last instrument and hands it to Jay. Jay can be, I think you were on the keyboard and Gillian had the guitar, so
yeah,
either
she
way.
had she had a xylophone and I had a keyboard.
Essentially, with this sparkling red magic that you've seen her cast and use against you, she makes the instruments that she first saw you with when you arrived, no matter how crude or made of ice they were, and she connects this wire of the same energy to each instrument. And when she walks in front of Maria and Satasha, and you see she connects this wire to both of her ears. And then the black nails start to grow sharper. And she jolts it into her own chest. And with the same snappiness, rips this heart. And you can see it there. Beating in her hand, she places it in the hand of Maria. And she says, "It will not stop beating as long as I do not die. I'm sure you can figure out what to do next." Towards where the throne was, she picks up just the seat part, as this throne was snapped in half when she was thrown back into it. She sits down and crosses her legs, and these 3 wires, you can see Old Man Earl sort of kind of back against the wall with his arms up.
Oh,
shit, this is heavy. And I have the accordion. She doesn't pay any attention. These 3 wires.
Awesome.
You're holding...
Get on key, Earl. Get on key.
3 of these, and it feels like dense magical energy in your hands. But they feel physical in this moment, and you can see it stretching from your point to her point. The 3 wires that go up to her ears. She takes a deep breath. Now, give me your finale. And you can see as the blood pours from the left side of her chest. What do you do?
Rockabye, bitch. Let's do this one last time. Find the key, everyone. Find the key.
What the fuck just happened?
Chip, I don't know, but if there's one thing I do know, it's that if there were ever a time to rock, it'd be now.
Chip, you look, and you can see now that there is that black sludge now pouring from the corners of her mouth. On the end, underneath both eyes, it's almost like a large amount of makeup is coming from the bottom of the eyes, but it's that ink-like ooze flowing down her face, starting to come from her fingertips, pouring out of that black hole now where she ripped.
I'll get Pretzel on the drums, of course. Give me a little line. I'm gonna start playing again the guitar, which I'm not awesome at, but I want to try and play something. I want to try and play something hopeful, and set the others up for them to join me.
You're all standing there. You see Old Man Earl across the way on the wall. Next to you, Maria and Satasha. Satasha can't exactly stare as her eyes seem to be permanently closed, but she looks around almost as if she's trying to hear what's going on. And Satasha and Maria looks down and she's holding this purple beating heart. And then you guys look forward, and the 3 wires attached to these red sparkling ethereal instruments that the Empress conjured up gave it to you. There's the 3 wires that stretch all the way down to the broken throne that she sits on, connected to her ears. And she said, "Now, give me your finale."
Okay. We are Gillion and the Tidestriders, and this is Hot Cross Buns.
Hit it, Jay! Hot cross buns.
Buns.
Hot cross buns. 1 a penny, 2 a penny. Hot cross buns. All right, enough with our warm-up. Now
all right,
time for our actual main cool song for the story.
Okay. You guys warm up with this strange children's ballad, Hot Cross Buns, and you see the Empress takes a deep breath and then starts to rub her temples, and again the blood pouring from her chest now mixing with this black ink ooze. And then Gillion and the Tidestriders, or whatever your band may be called, do your rock out and play a song for the Empress.
Your eyes desires all I see, baby. Can't you see that your heart's made of stone? For your crimes you must atone. So now maybe stop playing with my heart from your throne.
Howdy, bitch, I'm a fish. You should introduce your face to my fist. With the power of a storm, the moon and the sea, I will smite thee and eventually find out where I'm meant to be in life. But with the force of 1,000 gods and 1,000,000 suns and 100 lions, I'll... What's a lion? Ah!
to be. So go on pretending you ought to be caught up in desire, but that hole in your heart will lead to the end of you.
Locked away and now there's no escaping what you did to me, and now my heart is gray.
Locked away and now there's no escaping what you did to me, and now my heart is gray.
I'm Gillion, Tidestrider, I'm back again. I'm the one, I'm the champion. I got a little sidetracked earlier because I didn't know what a lion was, but then I talked to Jay backstage. She says it's like a big cat with a mane. She wants a cat, a pretzel, take it away. Nice!
We're just getting started, so let's go. Over our heads, we're better off dead. Your heart is being misled.
You can't live your life in a fantasy. I don't see the point of this misery. What are you gonna do when the weight of the world is held up against you? I know that you think it was meant to be, so go on pretending you ought to be caught up in desire, but that hole in your heart will lead to the end of you.
Yeah, bitch! That's right, bitch, it's old man Earl and the orphan makers, bitch! You just got owned, now sit on your throne and just turn to stone!
A glowing red aura surrounds one of you, and then another one of you, and then all three of you, as it is almost being reverberating from the instruments around you, and then being pushed into these wires, and you see these wires start to glow a bright white. And that bright white light moves from the instruments through the wires up to the Empress's ears. Her face being covered in that black ink. She smiles. And as the area goes silent and you strike your last chord, the instruments fade into sparkles, glitter, that it slowly drifts towards the ground. And you start to hear the as you watch. From the feet up, the Empress's body turned to stone.
Oh, fuck. I now understand what just happened.
That wire fades into the same glitter from where you're standing all the way up to her ears, and by the time that it has faded from where she is, the stone has moved up the neck. And she says, "Bravo." And that stone covers her face, and the ink stops. That black sludge is no longer present, but instead turned into stone, almost looking like tears on the statue face.
Is she in a cool pose?
She's sitting there with one leg crossed over the other on this broken throne, her head slightly tilted up, one hand on the leg and the other just gently by her side.
Okay, pretty cool pose. Just want to make sure she didn't petrify like mid-sneeze or something.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
Just needed to make sure.
The eyes are
Imagine being an
closed.
internal feeling like you have to sneeze. That would be anguish.
Dude.
Oh.
However,
Is her... Yeah, I was going to ask. Is her heart still beating?
the one thing that stands out about the Empress in this statued form and this stone is the perfectly round hole where her heart should be, and you look over and you see Maria holding this purple heart, still with every beat pouring just a little bit of blood out. This same sparkling purple liquid coming out of the heart.
Oh.
Maria, have you seen how she makes her tinctures?
Teacher.
Maria,
Okay, Chip.
staring at the heart. She looks over at you, and you see the feathers that ride up the body and up the face start to shrink. And that those peacock-colored feathers that covered the wings start to fade into a much lighter color. Her skin gets much paler. And the hair, instead of being just an amalgamation or a combination of feathers, begins to form into this beautiful jet black hair. The wings turn to this vibrant white with golden tips. And her legs, what used to be these eagle-like talons, or turn into normal human legs. You see her take this transformation, still in the same clothes. She holds this beating heart. And next to her, you can see Satasha's long snake reptilian tail begins to shrink and almost curl up. But she stays in the same half and half form. Her teeth returns to normal instead of being that jagged, serrated, monster-like mouth. And Satasha's eyes open. They're both standing here with that heart, and she says, I have an idea, I think, of what we can do.
Share? I mean...
We still need the lavender. Right, Satasha? And she looks at Satasha, whose eyes open, and you see these bright green, emerald, almost emerald eyes. And both of them look at each other, and tears fall down their face slowly. It's been a long time. Yes, since I've seen you, sister. I could use your help, the three of you.
You two are free now. If you want to just show us how to create this mixture, you've been on this godforsaken island long enough. We can handle the rest, if you like.
I believe that the Empress was telling the truth about it being her blood, and I think we can put it somewhere more specific and not have to stay here and make a million of the elixirs, but...
Then we're with you. Where is Aslana, though?
That's what she looks a little hesitant about, and she says, Aslana, I nearly forgot. We can check on her and collect the sea lavender. And then one of you, I will take back to the top of the mountain.
What's at the top of the mountain?
It's a long shot, but that is the source of all the water on the island. All the streams, the waterfalls. The pond that you may have seen. It all comes from one place. I'm thinking if we lay the heart there and mix it with the herb, it might not work, but it's worth a shot.
And that was my plan.
Wow.
Thank you so much, everybody.
So smart, Chip.
You all did very well. Let's bring it
I
up
don't know.
there.
How did you convince us all to do exactly what you wanted, including have her pull her heart out? That's
You know what, Jay? It's kind of just... It's all in the skill, you know? You'll pick it up one day. Maybe.
Chip, impressive, but not
smart.
as impressive as you on hot cross buns.
Oh, yeah. No, I practiced that one pretty good.
We only missed a few dozen notes. Now let's go check on our friend.
Oh, yeah. No, let's go.
Yeah, we want to go try and find Aslana, I think. At least I do it.
I would.
Maria, which one of you would she hand the heart to? She's going to approach. Who's most willing to carry this heart?
I'll
take it unless someone else wants to.
Gillion would probably be the first one though to be offered this thing.
I don't trust Chip with the
Yeah,
heart.
it feels
Fuck
like
that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. No,
It
no,
feels
no, no,
like Gil would probably be the one.
Yeah, I don't know if she would trust Chip or if anyone would trust Chip with a beating heart in his hand.
I certainly wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. I would not.
I wouldn't. I play him. He's a piece of my mind, and I wouldn't do that.
Maria hands Gillion the heart, and she puts her arms under both Chip and Jay together, kind of squeezing you together, and then and then Gillion as well, and the wings, and she flies down the hallway of the palace with you guys in hand and through the doors. And the three of you, or four of you now.
Am I bunched up with Jay?
Yes,
Yeah.
probably.
As are we being like flown or something? Like,
Yeah,
how is
it's
this?
about 40 feet speed here, being flown through the air. She's just flying.
I just want to be like pressed up against Jay and just kind of go, why do you smell like that?
What?
Weird
It's like
smell.
what?
It's a weird smell. You smell weird. It's like pruny.
You
It's
smell
like,
weird.
It's like eggy with some prunes. Prune
What?
eggs.
What's a prune or an egg?
Gross things.
What? Eggs aren't gross.
Yo, does it
Have you
just
ever
smell
seen
gross?
a fucking chicken?
Ugh.
You smell. I think you're smelling yourself. Ugh.
I literally don't have any of the context to even know what smells are gross up here.
This one.
No, this one.
Okay. That was 40 feet. We get there.
You guys fly through where you came, through the paths that you walked, first as prisoners behind Maria, now being held, and a much angelic appearance that she did not have when you met her. And you get back to the bridge with the running river underneath it that separated the island where you were prisoned from the main island, and you hear, Maria? And you see from off to the side, in the shores still next to the bridge, is Aslana, and the four of you land. You're let go.
Yay, she didn't fucking drown. This is what I was worried about.
Woo! She still has.
Absolutely worried about that.
She still has the same form. It seems that the most drastic change here was Maria, and but however, her skin has this shine to it, almost as if like it's kind of fish-like, and her eyes are much more joyful, and you can tell that the three sisters are no longer under this constant temptation to be a monster. She said, and Maria runs up and hugs her sister in the water, kind of picking her out. You can see the tail kind of lift out of the river itself. I'm glad you're safe. Of course I am, duh! No one ever comes out to the water. What happened? And she looks towards the three of you now, as you're holding this heart, Gillion.
Yeah, I do have a heart in my hand.
From here, I heard the crumbling of rock and blasts, and I thought something horribly went wrong, and her eyes start to well up, and the tear in her eyes, and tears start to flow.
Everyone is okay, and you are all safe now. We just have one last thing we need to do.
Which is?
We're gonna put this heart in a big puddle and make it bleed everywhere
Why do you gotta say
until
gross?
everyone is okay again.
That sounds disgusting.
By her blood, they will all be freed.
Dude, that's a weird thing to say.
This is a really weird, just
Weird, just.
Her
Weird
heart
way
is
to phrase it.
it's still like gushing right now. We're running out of time as well
yeah,
for this.
like in your hand, then that makes it even weirder.
In
when you
her
say it
hand,
that way.
and her sins will be purged
Right.
That's dude,
I
by
saw
the
it.
beat.
not weird.
How quickly can you find Limonium sea lavender?
I hold up. I have a couple. So I hold them up.
Okay.
Show her what it looks like.
I do. I know the perfect place. And she disappears under the water.
Cool.
And you guys are just kind of standing there with Maria for a second.
So, what you gonna do without the you know?
I'm just so covered in blood. This heart is just still bleeding all over me.
You know, like, go somewhere, maybe get a job, something.
Let's see if we can save the people first.
Well, you know, I want to get up real close, put my arm around her. If you're interested, maybe after all this is over, we might have a position for you.
Stop hitting on
I'm not hitting on her. I want her to
In death,
come
there
with
is
us.
life. In chaos, there is order. In malice, there is justice. The blood is just dripping down my head, just watching it beat.
I understand if you do not want to come with us, but, you know, there's room on the ship.
It is a pretty big ship.
Oh,
There is room on the Albatross.
Millennium Chipper. If you're coming, that's what it's called. You have to
Albatross.
call it that. Don't listen to them.
Albatross.
They're not the
You don't need
captain.
to
I'm the
listen to him.
captain.
He's not
Hello,
the- he's
Captain
not the
Chip.
captain either.
Captain Chip of the Millennium Chipper. How do you do? I'm just holding my hand up.
He's a nobody. Nobody really listens to him.
I'm the
anyways.
captain. She's just stupid.
Nope.
She's dumb. She's.
No, he's just.
I
don't know.
And the beat of her heart shall give way to the beating of more.
She's weird. He's freaky. I'm the captain. That's pretty much what we got going on here. But we could use your help, maybe.
I'm sorry. There's a lot on my mind. It's a bit overwhelming at the moment. And as she says that, the water splashes up. I found some! And you see Azlana's holding this same kind of bucket that she brought the carp to you guys and yourselves, and it's just full of the sea lavender.
Quickly, let us ascend and rain blood on the land.
With haste, we shall return. And the two of you watch as Maria, or Jay and Chip, you watch as Maria grabs that bucket of sea lavender and then grabs Gillion still holding that heart. And in a gust of wind, they both fly up into the sky. Would you two like to do anything?
I'm actually a little bit worried for Gillion.
Why? I mean, he seems
Well-
fine. As he's.
I'm just like holding the heart out while we're flying, so blood is just raining everywhere.
No, that's normal. That's normal. But what I mean is, like, the Empress and the Mayor both made deals with Nicholas, and they both ended up black ooze flying out of their orifices.
Jay, I know what happened.
And what if
We're not gonna let that
happens
happen to Gil. You know,
Well, could
we
we
stopped
stop it if it did?
We stopped it both other times.
No, not. I think it's still happening to the Empress. Just very. She's stoned now. I mean.
Look, I'll have a plan. Okay, it's not gonna happen to him. I'll figure something out.
Okay, if you say so. I just think we need to be prepared.
I'm always prepared, Jay.
Sure you are, Chip.
Gillion, you're flown. Gillion, you are flown all the way back to the peak of the mountain, and right in front of you, as you get up into this to this height, you're face to face with that gallant, charming, and confident stone statue of who you now know to be Alvaros, the former father, or the now past father of these three sisters, and possibly the pioneer of this island, holding this large stone bowl with water swirling inside of it now that you can look into it as it's pouring out of its back direction into that pond, into the garden, and out of the other direction, becoming this large waterfall that covered the entrance to the sanctuary. And Maria, holding you, she says, "All right, throw it in there."
This will work. And I just toss it. I just fucking throw the heart in. Does Aslana have the herbs?
Yeah, Maria does. She's
Oh,
holding that
Maria
bucket.
does. Okay, cool.
Yeah, she's the one flying with you at the moment, and
Cool. Yeah.
she also tosses the herbs in there as well. And then she,
I want to use shape water and just like move it, try to mix it a little bit.
Yeah, awesome. I was actually thinking on the way up here as we were flying, I was like, now how is it gonna stir?
Yeah, I was gonna either use shape water or I was gonna let Pretzel swim in the blood.
Oh my god, Pretzel, no, dude!
God.
Oh my god! What's happened to you?
If Pretzel wants to. Pretzel's vicious.
Pretzel, I'm glad Pretzel didn't make an appearance in our Just Rolled What If on Patreon, because she would have been deadly.
You would have killed.
Fully bloodlusted. She would have jumped down someone's throat and come out their stomach.
Yep.
Yeah, I mixed it up a little.
You toss this this lavender and the heart of
Okay,
the
Pretzel,
Empress
one stir.
into this bowl that the statue is holding up. You know, one arm a little bit higher than the other, as if he's tipping that water onto the island itself. It's a magnificent view. And as you shape water to start stirring it together, that water, which is this clear, sparkling blue, begins to churn and mix into this same shimmering purple liquid that you recall being in the vials that you used on ship and then one on Earl. And conversely, that same liquid you watch, and you two as well, from where you're standing with Aslana on the shores of this main island, you can look up and you see all the streams, the small ones, the large waterfalls that are pouring down this mountain, cutting through the trees that climb up. You see it all begin to turn into that same purple color. Almost as if you're dropping food coloring into the water that falls around this mountain. It's slow at first, but before you know it, the entire island's water sources are this sparkling.
The D's is returning.
Oh my god.
God.
Isle of Ire? It was the Isle of Desire? We're teasing the island!
We're teasing the island!
We're teasing it!
Jay? Waiting on you.
We're teasing the island.
Jay, we're teasing it!
Destiny wills
Oh,
this
God.
island to be deezed, Maria.
Alert the townsfolk! Light the sigils! Deez has returned!
Every single one of these victims coated in stone for an eternity, finally after so long, they will be deezed!
I love my life.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Condifiction, here to drop on you a mid-roll, just like all the other ones, in which I tell you, hey, did you know that we have a Patreon? Whoa, what? Crazy. I know. This seems very condescending, but I talk about it every time I'm on the mid-roll, and you can get a $5 Patreon exclusive campaign. There's 11 episodes as of this one. Holy shit, that's a lot of episodes. Each are 2 hours. That's like 20 hours. That's like 22. That's like 20. That's like 24. That's like 22 hours worth of content for you. For almost not free. $5. It's $5. The $5, and you get a whole entire campaign. Wow, look at that, exclusively for you and all 900 other patrons. Insane, crazy. There's also a whole lot of other extra content on the Patreon. In the $10 roll, you get the Just Roll What Ifs, and you get the Just Roll With It, which is the post-podcast discussion. At $25, you get free merch. Which, let me tell you right now, as the guy who's been planning and organizing all the merch is super fucking cool. Holy shit. Oh my god, it's awesome, and I can't wait for it to release, but it'll happen eventually. That's my mid-roll. Thank you, goodbye.
Gillian, you feel the grasp of Maria let go for a second as you begin to fall through the air. But shortly after, she flies back down and catches you.
She just drops me.
Yeah. And the two of you return to the shores to meet back up with the crew. And Aslana. Plus Aslana.
Is it working? I mean, are we seeing it? Are we seeing it have
Depends.
any effect on?
You don't see any stone statues at the moment where you are.
Did you just say all in a D's work?
Yeah, I did. It was a good one, right?
I put him in the briefcase.
I hate it here.
You guys are still standing on the shores, you know, where you first get to the island across that bridge. There are no people
Quickly.
or stone statues at the moment.
We need to see if this is working.
Right. Aslana, can you make rounds among the rivers? And I will go retrieve Satasha. And see if I see anything on the town on the other side of the island from above. And you three, I don't know. You do whatever you want. And she just
Thank
seems
you,
kind of excited
both of
at the
you.
moment.
What should we do, actually? Are you gonna stay around and make sure it worked, or?
You have the conch?
You've already used it for today.
Yeah, it's already been used
Fuck.
today. It's all dry and crusty.
What do you mean it's all dry and crusty? Give it here.
It's not wet. It's not wet anymore. Here you go.
Hello? Hello?
You just hear your own voice kind of echo into it and then come back out.
It's not working.
Yeah, you
Well,
can
we
use
could
it
do
once a
this.
day.
Where's Old Man Earl?
Old Man Earl was left behind with Satasha in the palace.
Oh, right.
You think Old Man Earl and Satasha will be getting along?
No.
Earl gets
Me
along with
neither.
everybody.
He called me a bitch.
Maybe you deserved it.
I
Yeah.
healed him. I healed him, and he called me a
Well, maybe
bitch.
you healed him in a bitchy way. You know, Earl has ways that we cannot understand. Respect
Yeah.
your
Beat
elders,
the
Jay.
fuck out of
He may die, and I start sprinting towards Old Man Earl.
Okay. What are you
I
two
want to
doing?
make sure Satasha doesn't fucking kill him.
Just want to sit down in the sand, kick off my boots, and just kind of like sit back.
He called me smelly. I don't want to be around Chip right now.
So we follow Gillion.
I'm gonna go with Gil.
All right.
As I'm
go.
sitting there, though, I will pull out the when Jay goes to walk away. It's gonna be like, "Hey, where are you going?"
I'm gonna check on Old Man Earl.
Wait a second. When did the
Okay.
the path to the temple become so stinky? I don't say that way.
kind of wait until she walks away. Pull out the little compass.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh Christ!
God.
You're like a monkey.
How am I like a monkey?
You're like Abu, dude. You
The
steal
one
things
thing
to
I
us,
want
bro.
in the world, I can go get it with this compass, and now I'm a
And
monkey.
look how that worked out for everyone else. You're gonna be goo, bro. You're gonna be goo.
You're gonna get good.
You don't want to get
I'm
goo,
not the
trust
one
me.
with the mark of the goo guy.
He's not the
Ooh,
goo
he's gonna
guy.
I'm the only safe one here.
You're gonna get gooed, guy.
You're
by
a
the goo
dude.
guy.
You're a freaking goo goblin with that compass, dude.
You're a goo.
It's gonna take you
gremlin.
straight to the goo lord.
So, Chip, you sit down, kick off your boots on the sand there by yourself, as Aslana has already ducked underneath the water to go basically swim around this island shore and make her own rounds to check and see if anything has changed. And Gillion and Jay, you guys run off. Gillion, you're sprinting. Let me just double check your passive perception here, Gillion. Unless you are
It's not
looking
good.
you-
It's 11.
Are you looking around?
If I'm
As you
running
run.
past statues, yes.
Okay.
That's the only thing I care about. So if
Make
I
a
get
perception
sniped, I
check.
get sniped by a sniper rifle. But if I'm looking at statues, I'm doing that. A perception check is going to be a 3.
So, Gillion, you begin to sprint forward down the path, whichever way you remember to get to the palace, and you don't immediately notice anything around you. However, Jay, as you're running behind Gillion, trying to keep
Cross Buns
up,
plays on loop in my head.
just as you
Nothing else.
are about to catch up with Gillion's speed, your eye is caught off on the right and another path. These paths surrounded by these large trees, and it's two statues that you've seen before, a couple that were walking down this pathway, almost like a romantic stroll together, and just nearby is another one of these rivers cutting beneath the paths or between the trees. And for a second, there's still the stone statues. Would you stop or keep running?
I'd probably slow my pace a little bit. If I see them, I want to see if the water has any effect, yeah.
You come to this stop, and you do watch as From their feet up, the stone starts to break and crack on the much taller humanoid figure, but not yet on the smaller one. It's a slow build at first. The anticipation for it to just break free is obnoxious. But you watch and you can see it's just starting to slowly crack around the ankles, up the calves, and then to the waist. And then you see it again on the smaller humanoid of this couple. Around their feet, it starts to crack as well.
Imagine if we just unfroze Chip's legs.
Oh my god.
Wait, that would have been so funny. Why didn't we do that?
So then I couldn't talk?
Yeah, you can't
Just
talk, man.
run.
You'd like that, wouldn't you, Jay?
Oh, I would love that. I would love that so much. Yeah, under my breath, I kind of say, "Holy shit, Gil, Gil,
Jay!
it's working!"
Where am I?
What?
What's working?
The water. They're bad. The stone people.
Okay, I turn around. I turn around.
You
And I
keep
watch.
running in reverse.
Yeah, it takes me a couple minutes to get there. Wow, has it been going this whole time?
By the time that you get back,
It's really slow.
at this point, it has been a slow process from what Jay has seen. But eventually, the taller figure, the stone breaks free, and you can see normal skin, but not normal human legs. You see this brown fur, thicker thighs that go down into smaller calves, into hooves. And these almost animalistic ears, kind of like horse, like flattened horse ears or so that go behind.
Yeah.
And they stumble a bit as they break free from the stone, still clutching the hand of the other, of who they were walking with, who is still stone at the moment, and not being able to break free from the grasp. And they look around very frantically, and they look up. And as they look towards that couple, the stone breaks from their hand, and then starts to break up the arm until that figure is free as well. And these two stumble together right in front of you, or right in front of your faces. You see these people get freed, at least in this path.
My name is Gillion Tidestrider, champion of the undersea and the One. What are your names?
Oh, dear the Lord. Frightened me, yes you did.
You have been petrified for a long, long time.
What?
I want to give him the rundown on what happened.
Okay.
And I want to basically tell him to tell the other people, and that essentially this island is back to the way that it was.
Jay, would you like to say anything?
No, Gil kind of seems to have this on lockdown a little bit.
The couple looks
They
at
need visual representation, so you
Yeah.
So I do charades, yeah. I freeze up and then like slowly, fucking crumple down and like free myself. I'm like, woo.
the couple look at each other, and then
Play
the
the air guitar.
beautiful.
the person with these goat-like legs look at you guys, and he says, "Well, it's a miracle."
No, friend. It is destiny.
Of course it is, this motherfucker.
We'll head back to where the town was.
People may be confused. Can we count on you to tell them what's happening?
He looks towards the smaller female
Both of
figure. It also has the same animalistic goat legs as well, and she actually he doesn't, but she has these horns that very like baby horns that come up a little bit on the top of the head. I say we can do that. It may have. How long has it been?
What fucking year is it?
I don't know if we've actually been told how long it's been.
Yeah, same thing as the journey. You haven't been told how long that these people have been stoned or how long the Empress was here, but
A bit.
A bit.
A bit.
Amount of time.
Well, I'm surprised we're alive. We'll go back and we'll let people know. Thank you.
Thank you, and
Gillion Tidestrider.
Gillion Tidestrider. And Jay Farron. And
Yep, that's the only two of us. Nope, that's it.
The woman grabs your hand and with both of her hands clasp your hand, Jay, and starts to shake it violently as they trot off and run towards whatever direction that they were walking to begin with.
I tell them to take all of Malice's works off their Spotify playlists.
I was never a fan of that music anyways.
Yeah, the Discover Weekly really fucked all you guys up.
All right, so you guys get back towards the palace. But before we go into that and what you find, Chip, is there anything that you wanted to do as you're sitting here alone on the shore looking at this compass?
Which way does it point again?
For you?
Mm-hmm.
Directly west.
Directly west. Okay. I just wanted to know where it pointed. What's the scenery look like? Because that's really what I'm doing right now. Is just kind of looking at the scenery, and looking at this compass.
Around you is what I described before when you first exited that cove. You're still on the shores of the island with the giant mountain and all the waterfalls and streams running off of it, but the river that basically separates the two islands is more of that sunset. It's a different color than the water that you're used to. It's not that deep blue. It's more of like a purple and well, now way more purple than normal, but there were the mixes of orange and green, and it looked beautiful. And in front of you is that small, or that long bridge that connects the two islands that you walked over. And then there's that small, almost a few trees, and then behind that, the cove where you assumed that you were before. The sky is clear. It's calm. There's a gentle breeze that hits your skin, enough to blow your hair, but not enough to be noticeable or uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'll just hang out there.
You guys arrive at the palace. You burst in and run down that red carpet, and you get to the main room, and where you can still see the rubble from where you crashed from the roof, and behind that, on the throne, still the statue of Empress Malice. But on the ground, you see pulled out this portable chessboard, and in front of him, Sister Satasha, both of them sitting down, looking at this board, quizzically.
Whew, okay.
You're good. You're good. Yeah. But you won't expect this move. And he moves one of the knights.
Did she expect that move?
Yeah, insight check, please. I'd like to insight check as
Jesus
well.
Christ.
Honestly, I really need
The amount of times we've roleplayed chess is just unprecedented.
I got a 9.
My campaign, I can do whatever I want.
I got a 9 on the insight.
8. So I mean,
Neither of you
I
can
can't even
directly
keep up with
tell.
their moves.
It's hard to tell if she
They're
expected
moving
it or
too
not.
fast.
But she says, "This is the great thing about being able to see again." Check. No, my pride! Oh.
you know, I thought she was gonna kill Earl, but like not
This
like
is
this.
this is worse.
This is.
His
I'm gonna
pride.
die!
I
What
know,
else
buddy,
does
I
a
know.
man have, really?
No, what do I have to live for anymore?
Okay, I'm gonna take him and I'm gonna walk of shame him down to the beach.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
We gotta go, buddy.
Why?
We gotta go. You lost.
I almost defeated the evil,
Nope.
but they're too
Nope.
strong.
They were too
She's not
powerful. Your
even-
honor has been defeated.
Hey, wait a
Will
second.
this be a lowly?
You fell in battle bravely.
Now it's time to go back to making orange juice with your feet.
What'd you see in that stone? Was it just me?
What?
The three of you. Were you stoned? Did you get stoned?
Out of my
No.
mind.
No, Chip did. Chip got stoned. Rocked. He got rocked.
You
Gotcha.
got rocked.
Okay,
I was rocked for a second, but
carry on.
I am the one, so What did you see?
His expression goes fucking distant, as if he has 100-yard stare.
Okay, let's just get you back home, buddy.
Touchy subject, I guess.
Let's go tuck you in.
Yeah. Let's go home.
Bro, is he good? Like, holy shit! Like, how traumatized is he?
Hey, I mean, 1,000-yard stare. He looks like he's seen some shit.
Okay, well, let's get you back to your oranges. All right.
Oranges.
That's right. That's right.
Oranges. That's right.
Oranges.
Orange juice and oranges and the albatross. You know where? What? I assume you just said the Millennium Chipper with your microphone down.
The albatross.
The albatross. It was a good name we chose. Nobody can convince me otherwise. Do you hear something?
Does this place have any like special fruits we can give him?
Around the palace? I mean, if you guys go back outside, there's fruit being born from the trees. Apples and pears, peaches, no oranges. There's mushrooms that grow along the trunks.
I was gonna ask if there were any like magic fruits so we could give him another juice he could make. But
I mean, you can make an investigation check.
I want to look around for anything that looks like maybe we could broaden his juicing horizons. Yeah, I got a 2.
Unfortunately, you don't catch. What you don't find is anything magical. There are no magical fruits.
Lemon. Wait, no, it's just a rock with moss on it.
What are you looking for?
Oh, I was just looking for other fruits or special fruits that Earl could juice.
That's a good idea.
Extra spice in his life.
I'm sick of orange anyway. I'm gonna help Gil.
Does that mean I can roll again?
Gillion cannot roll again.
Okay, I want to try to assist essentially and give like advantage.
Jay, I would say if you want to roll. Okay, Gillion, you can roll it with advantage if she's assisting.
Let's go! I do have a -1 to investigation, but that's not gonna stop me from rolling a 15!
Let's go!
Alright, and you're looking for fruits of magical nature?
Just cool fruits. I just want to broaden his juice horizons.
Gotcha.
He already knows what an apple is. He already knows what a pear. Maybe I'll just find a fucking
broaden his juice horizons.
like a papple. Like, isn't there like there's like a pear apple? It exists. It's not a. Is it a prapple?
Prapple.
It's
grapple.
real.
Can we get some grapples?
Are grapples real? Bro, I don't
You
have
guys,
that feat.
with Old Man Earl, and at this point you can now actually, since Satasha is following behind a little bit slowly, kind of looking around at the environment again, you gather that she's just taking in the sights, literally. But with Jay's help, she points out this very odd looking tree compared to the rest of them, still with that extremely large, thick trunk with like the mushrooms and moss growing up it as the other trees, except the leaves that come off of these trees are more. They seem to be almost like plastic, and the ends of them are serrated, but not sharp, just kind of grooved like a wave, like the ends of the leaves look like a wave. And hanging from them are these bright, reddish-pink, egg-shaped fruits with their own sets of like cactus-like spiky leaves that point up to it.
Look, Earl! An orange tree!
What the hell are these?
I've never seen them before, like most other fruits.
It goes in to bite into it. And when he
This
does,
is where he gets his super strength.
Bro, if he dies,
rippling
he can't die on our
muscles.
watch. He can't die on our watch. I'll never forgive myself. I prepare an action to cast lay on hands on him.
he bites into it. It's a much rougher exterior than he was expecting because he has trouble, but he digs into it and he starts to shoot around. And you can see from the bite inside of this fruit is this like white, this white interior with a bunch of black little dots. And then as you look at it, he goes starts spitting out like a million black seeds. What the? It's marvelous.
A new juice. Could you do something with this?
Finally.
That's a dragon fruit. Oh, what?
I got so scared as the dragon comes out. Chris started playing this intense music. The way he said it too, I'm like, are you gonna have a fucking dragon come out of it? Like what? Oh my god.
They call it that because of this scale-like leaves that grow on the sides. No dragons. There's only a few trees on the island that grow it. I'd say you could have some. I can make such the cocktails, the smoothies.
That's right, Earl.
He starts to just like fill his pants and pockets with these dragon fruits. Oh fuck! How? Shit! Point! Oh, prickly!
That's a really bad.
Oh, I got it!
Don't you have a briefcase?
I got it off.
Still, Gil.
I'm just watching him do this. Yes, but there's something beautiful about seeing a man so absorbed in his passion. It's also completely full of water. I fill it up every other scene off camera. Look at him go.
We really have a bag of holding. Just for water.
Hey, listen. Does he get enough fruit so that it would have to be carried within the bag of holding?
I mean, he's putting as much fruit in his pants as he can, and it's like dropping out every once in a while.
Okay. I open the briefcase and all the water just whoosh,
Okay.
goes everywhere.
Start
Actually,
picking
you know
up
what?
the
I hold it
trail.
over my my head like a fucking football player at halftime, and I just open it up.
Okay. Gillion's drenched.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, here. I help him out. I help him put some fruits. Yeah, we fill up as much as we can the bag of holding with this fruit.
God, that's awesome.
We've unlocked a new juice, boys. Let's fucking go.
No more juices.
Right next to you, you see the head of Islana pop up.
As she pops up, I quickly just take the compass and like put it down under my leg.
Hey, what you doing?
Hey, I was just taking in the view.
Where'd everybody go?
I don't know. They went somewhere.
Can you call them? Cause you've got to see it.
Get out! Yep, all I got. Sorry. See what?
Can we hear that at all?
No, probably not.
Not yet.
19 perception passively.
We can only hear Chip when he shouts Millennium Chipper.
It is. I will say, like from the shore to the palace is still a bit of a distance. So yelling.
Yeah,
out loud.
I wasn't saying it to actually call them. She just said call
I know.
them. So
I'm just letting Connie know.
Yeah, I know.
So you see that she still has like remnants of these tears pouring down her eyes. Her cheeks are all red and puffy, and she says, "It's just, it's slow, but the town is living again. And I just realized that you've never gotten to see it because you've been, on this side, and before you go, you have to see it. It really is a wonderful place that was built here, and you could stay if you wanted to. We could ask the others.
I don't know about staying exactly. I just kind of looked at it, but like, yeah, I'll go. We'll take a look. Come on.
Everybody wants to stay here.
I put the compass back in my pocket, and I'll start to walk along this river, maybe with her.
She swims next to you. So what did happen?
You mean in there?
I just mean to get to this point. What if you all had to do?
Oh, like in the grand scheme, like what happened? Pretty much something just like this, except everyone was laughing instead of stone. And Gil is kind of, I'm Gillion Tidestrider, he's gotta go stop him.
I'm Gillion Tidestrider.
There he is.
And the Empress? I can tell that she's not around. I no longer have the desire to eat you.
You did, and you did before?
Yes, of course. All three of us did.
That's terrifying. Yeah, she ripped her heart out, handed it to
Her eyes go wide.
one of them. Yeah, it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. I don't know. She's not dead though.
Did my charms help?
Yeah,
That I made.
They did. No, I think without this thing, I might have turned back to stone.
I'm glad I was able to help in some way.
No, you were very helpful.
Half of her face kind of sinks back into like the water, so you can't really see like below the eyelids. She just kind of swims.
So hey, what are you gonna do?
Oh, a lot of people come here and then they don't leave, but mostly because we're pretty dedicated to providing a safe place, a place where you can only feel love and joy. So I think that we'll continue to do that if that's what we actually have back, although it looks a little bit different with the color change. It has been a few years, so we're not exactly, I guess, stable anymore.
No, I mean, yeah, you really wouldn't be. I'm sure it'll come back, you know, if you work at it, but if you maybe wanted to go a different way, you know, you don't have to stay here.
You mean like see the world and...
Yeah, go out, see the world. Take stuff from people sometimes, but only bad people. Mostly.
Oh, you mean like with you?
Well, maybe. I mean, I asked your sister already. We'd have you on too.
Where
we're going, we could probably use help.
think that Maria is extremely dedicated to protecting everything that our father has built here. And for me, I mean... She kind of eyes at your legs. I can't really be there all the
We
time.
can figure something out. Well, either way, you know, offer stands. You know, maybe one day, even if you don't come.
If I ever see you three again, I will do everything in my power to return the favors that you've done for us.
All I needed to hear. Now, what do you eat besides people?
I don't eat people.
Well, you said you were gonna eat me. You want a little nibble? I think I could do without that toe.
Well, no, I I was forced to...
I get it. But like, what do you actually eat now that...
Fish. I mean, that's what I did before, is I just ate a lot of fish. A lot of fish. All the time. And that's how I sort of satiated the hunger.
You know, Gillion's kind of a fish.
I'm not...
I'm joking.
She starts to look really embarrassed as her face turns bright red.
No, stop. I'm joking. It's a joke.
I don't know how... I think Maria, we all had different ways of coping with this urge that we felt cursed by. I think Maria had it the worst. I don't think I ever saw her eat a thing. Ever. And I think Satasha, if she couldn't see, then she wouldn't feel the urge to eat, so... I mean, we got by. There were bad days when we were those monsters. But for the most part, I mean, unless we were forced.
Well, listen, you know, you were never technically those monsters. You know, it's a curse. It's taking control of you, so you were never the monster. So don't beat yourself up about it, and just kind of punching.
Pat her. I know. Thanks. And thanks for saving us.
No, I didn't save you. If anything, I almost messed it up. You know, it's the one over there who did all the saving.
I'm sure whatever you did, you had good intentions. Reminds me of my dad. Just strong and free-spirited. Kind of an idiot sometimes.
Yeah, we are that as well. That I get that. Yeah. Nail on the head.
Eventually, Chip, you're led to the other side of the island here. And Jay and Old Man Earl and Gillion, along with Satasha. Where'd you guys go?
Probably back to the shore.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So I was going back to find you, and you were going back to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I mean, you know, knowing that everything is okay here, I mean, I think I just want to give them the chance to rebuild. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the shore and see what's up with everyone.
Yeah. By the time you guys got to the shore, it looks like Chip has already left, but you can see easily his footprints in the sand where he was walking. And then Maria lands, seeing you guys at the shore again, and she says, Come see the town."
Where?
Yeah, I go with her.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. And I'll say, just so everything is sped up here, you guys are led on the other side of the island, where there's a third separate island that's split by that same river, just across from the mainland, just on the opposite side here, from the cove where you guys were prisoned. And you're looking at this just on the shore. It reminds you of the island of Canella, or the town of Zero, where it's kind of built up on this incline of this mountain, this small town with just marble structures. There's like blue roofing and like blue tops that kind of like round, and they have like these I want to say like statue symbols. Some are like crosses, others are fish tails that are on top of each roof, and it's just this small town, and in the middle there's another one of these large ponds with multiple rivers flowing down the steps near that pond all the way down to the shoreline. It looks beautiful. It looks like a getaway shore resort here on the other side. And you see now multiple of these people are just walking around and like saying hi to each other once again. Some people are like hugging, others are crying, and at the same time there are still people in that statue state as well. Some people that are sitting on the shore or on chairs that have not come out of the stone. And on your way through the forest, after getting fruits and whatnot, you would occasionally pass by more people who would be freed and more people who would still be frozen. It seems like the vast majority, however, there's a lot more people now that are walking around and just trying to figure out what has happened and get their bearings, and also just rejoice in the fact that they are no longer petrified.
I think if people know that it's this mixture we've made that runs in all the rivers, I would definitely convey that, or have conveyed that to those first people, so that they could basically fix everyone else.
Yeah, easy enough. You would relay this and even try and help as you guys get to this town, which is just I'm having trouble explaining just the energy of this town, but it is lively at the moment and beautiful. But even still, some of the people that are taken to the rivers and then doused in it, when they come back up, the stone does crack free from the skin, but some of the people just don't seem to wake up. It's still a minority, but I mean, you would notice.
And do we all regroup at this point?
Yeah. You guys would meet and just be in this town on the shore, or not on the shore, but wherever you would like to meet.
See, Chip, aren't you glad now that you didn't escape and just jump into the sea?
Yeah, this is cool.
You don't sound convinced.
Look at all these people rebuilding here. Despite everything they went through, we did this.
Sure, we did this.
And technically nobody died doing it, so I mean...
And I wanna put my arms around both of them, and technically nobody died!
I look up towards that bowl where I do not know if that heart is still beating or not.
It just seems that that violet water continues to pour, and you would assume that it still beats in that stone bed.
And technically nobody died.
God, if the sea lavender just stops working, is it just gonna be a crimson red blood?
Yes, it's gonna be a blood river. We'll come back here. We'll come back here 2 arcs later, and it'll be Blood Island.
And that's where we're going to end this session.
Oh!
As the three of you standing on a balcony on one of these raised up levels of this town, shore island town, arms around each other, looking out at the river that flows into the sea.
We got a new juice!
You got a new juice!
Yo, what's up? It's me again, Condifiction, and I'm here to thank all our $50 patrons. I'm gonna make it quick today because I kind of feel like garbage. But thank you so much to Alyssa, Skyward Dreamer, Obligatory References, Ben 10, Chrysinus Sin, Buttery Toast, Jazzy Bagpiper, Iridescent Cakes, Viridin, Cat Aesthetic, Creepy Reaper, Cape Vade Master 69, Kirby Wafro, Luna Sophie, King of Ranch, Anon Don't Read or Acknowledge, Serene is actually a skeleton, You Know Ialoon, You Know Ialoon, one of those, Gillion's biggest fan, Reshi Snivy, Corner Comet, Jumpiest Venus 34, Your Gal Pal Valerie V, Edgy Moss, Charmer the Bard, Riker Kurodu, Zigzag Sugar, Nongzalotl, Mysteria Nix, Salutation, JRWI Enjoyer, and Jay Newell for supporting us so much. We really appreciate it. It definitely means a ton, and we will see you in the next episode.